What's up guys, my name is Aaron. Today I'm going to be reviewing Farewell Starlight. This is the first studio album by Friends in the Lights. He's an indie pop artist. I've known of him throughout the years, like I've heard his contributions to albums like Thank Me Later by Drake. So I've heard of him, but I haven't really listened to him that deep or whatever like that. I heard this album came out and I heard some good things about it and I wanted to give it a try. I thought this was definitely a good album, definitely not like best albums of the year to me, but I definitely thought that there's a lot of things to like about this album, in my opinion. The production really reminds me of artists like Kanye West, James Blake, Bon Iver, kind of alternative artists that are out right now. To me, it definitely has like an 80s pop and R&B aesthetic to it, like the way that the songs are arranged and stuff, like the instrumentation, all that stuff. It really lends itself to the 80s. If I had to put it in a genre, I would guess I would put it in alternative pop and R&B. The song Comeback, it has this piano, this 808 synth on the track, these kind of like jungle drums on the track as well. To me, it sounds like a leftover from 808s and Heartbreak. The song I Want You to Shake really reminds me of something that Prince would do, with a really funky synth line on that track, the simple drums, and just the animated way that he's singing and stuff really reminds me of a Prince song, and I love that song. That's probably one of my favorite songs on the entire album. And then May I Have This Dance, this really reminds me of like 80s, like Phil Collins, or actually it kind of reminds me of something that would be on the Tarzan soundtrack to me. It really gives me that vibe with these like bombastic drums on the track, the simmering synth line, and just like the overall feeling of it. It really reminds me of Phil Collins, and I love that era of music, so that's always cool for me. This is like my favorite song of the album. Yeah, it's definitely like alternative R&B pop, kind of in the vein of people like James Blake, Kanye West, Bon Iver, but it also has like an 80s feeling to it, and I do like that. It definitely has like a really cool vibe. And then his voice kind of reminds me of Phil Collins with a vocator, and that kind of gives me a really cool vibe to me. Definitely the song May I Have This Dance really reminds me of Phil Collins, just the way that he sings and stuff, the way that he emotes on that track. The song See Her Out, That's Just Life, that kind of reminds me of something that would be on 808s and Heartbreaks, the way that Kanye's singing on that with the heavy modulation and the heavy 808 effect on it. Like it just kind of comes off a robot. I do like that as well. I feel like his voice presence isn't like amazing or anything like that, but it's definitely good enough for the music that he's making and stuff. I just feel like in some places he's kind of overshined, like where there's another artist on there, like on the song Friends. I felt like he was completely overshined by Justin Vernon of Bon Iver. I felt like Justin Vernon's voice was really strong. It just kind of overshadowed Francis was trying to convey on that song. And to me, the album doesn't really feel that deep to me. It just kind of feels like just kind of good pop songs. To me, there really isn't a lot of like lyrical themes or messages or anything with the album. It just kind of feels like a solid pop album, but it doesn't feel that meaty to me in that way. But overall, I did like it. I felt like it had like nice alternative pop R&B production with an 80s aesthetic, and I do like that. I like his voice. It's strong enough for the material. Kind of reminds me of people like Phil Collins and Justin Vernon of Bon Iver with vocal effect on it, and I did like that. I just felt that some of the places in the songs he got kind of overshined, and I felt like it just wasn't really that deep with like the meaning or the lyrics or whatever like that. This is definitely an album that you should listen to. I would give this a B-. I didn't think that it was like amazing, but it's good for like, it's a good kind of alternative album if you want that. So what did you guys think? Did you like the album? Did you hate the album? Let me know in the comments what you thought, and thanks for watching. Thanks guys.